Yeah.
Even though, no, he hasn't. But otherwise, I think it's a decent entry. You could do a lot worse.
It was also supposed to come out in like pre-COVID, and then COVID happened, so.
And then, yeah, and then you just made everything sad because you had to remind people of COVID. Just like you always have to remind people about the Carolina Panthers and...
We do this every week.
And yep.
But okay, San Jose Sharks fan.
Okay. But we have a segment every week that we like to call the train wreck of the week. So why don't we just
let's get to the train wreck of the week, and
it is obviously train wreck of the week.
To see the train crash.
You can't really see, but it's just Ron from Deathly Hallows Part 1.
Those were a lot more bright than I originally thought, but
there you go. They got it up on full screen.
Yeah,
but it's just Ron. Yeah, that's the train wreck. It's
pretty much. It's just I was just thinking about just like him. That's the train wreck.
I mean, it is. It really just is. It's just Ron being Ron in that movie.
All right. Yeah.
And then we don't have the final rankings of these week's movies.
We did have the final rankings of this week's movies. Let's bring that up.
You know what? Go off.
We have two rankings, by the way, this week.
Yeah, go off, King.
So But before we get into that, Ron.
He's an annoying.
He also just would not take off the necklace that made you be in a bad mood.
Yes, it just made you be in a bad mood the whole time.
Because Harry's wearing it at one point, and he's always in a bad mood when he's wearing it.
And Hermione's like, "Yeah, take that off." And he's like,
and he actually takes it off.
He takes it off, and
instead, Ron, instead of taking it off, decides, you know what, I'm gonna
wear it for like a few days.
I'm just gonna head out. It's like It's just like I want to be miserable. Not me, Ron.
You are miserable. I live with you.
Aww.
I'm kidding. All right, so final rankings of these ones.
It's pretty much exactly the same.
Except we flipped these two.
All right, so
I
got that figured out.
We got that figured out?
All right, and then,
drum roll, please. We have If It's Ready.
Entirely right. Yeah, so...
We had a combined ranking.
Yeah. So it's being weird.
It's being weird, but basically, you put Deathly Hallows Part 2 at your number 1 in your combined rankings, and then I put Deathly Hallows Part 2 as my number 2
in the rankings. Yep. Your number 1 was Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yes, it was.
We both had Deathly Hallows Part 1 as last. As number 11, last place.
Last place. We disliked it that much.
I had Half-Blood Prince pretty low. I had it at like 10.
I think I also had it low. I had it at like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Can't remember fully off the top of my head.
I remember there was 5 Harry Potter movies before we got to the first Fantastic Beasts movie.
I had mine. Actually, I think I had mine at 5.
Mine was at 6, I'm pretty sure, which was the original Fantastic Beasts. So,
all right, but other than that, we got to wrap up?
I guess so.
It's unfortunate.
Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time where we will do Night of the Living Dead.
Yes, Night of the Living Dead.
Back to horror, because we can't do a semester without a horror franchise.
We can't not have horror. It's got to happen. But
it's just the rules.
So, all right. As usual, guys, remember to be kind.
And rewind.
Tonight on WTOP-10 Nightly News, the Metallica concert set new records. How they did it.
And Senator Chuck Schumer visited a Syracuse restaurant, how he is supporting small businesses.
Plus, a new art experience at Oswego where you can attend.
WTOP-10 Nightly News starts now.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Suad Hamoud.
And I'm Piper Kiernan. We have all those stories and more, but first this morning Pope Francis has died.
In a statement released today by the Vatican Press Office, Pope Francis died of a stroke followed by heart failure early this morning. Prior ailments that included type 2 diabetes, arterial hypertension, and an episode of acute respiratory failure had an effect on his death.
Earlier this year, the late pontiff was hospitalized for 5 weeks with a severe respiratory infection, which evolved into pneumonia in both lungs. And according to Francis's medical team, he almost died during his hospitalization. Oswego County Reverend John Canaro from the Christ of Good Shepherd Church offered the Easter Monday Mass in honor of the late Pope Francis.
In Oswego News today is starting of a week of events celebrating Earth Week, Earth Day. We'll start with bird banding at 6 a.m. at the Rice Creek Observatory. At 4 p.m. there will also be a lake cleanup followed by a tarp talk to learn more about single-use plastics. The day will end with a mental health and climate conversation. Students can find the list of the rest of this week's events of the Office of Sustainability website.
Quest starts tomorrow, April 22nd on the Syracuse campus with a variety of poster presentations from 5:30 to 7 p.m. The main campus Quest will start Wednesday, April 23rd at 8 a.m., ending at 7 p.m. Main campus will have panels exploring medicine, gender, and culture from noon to 1 p.m. in Mahar Hall. In Rich Hall from 11 a.m. to noon, examining athletics and mental wellness. And from 3 to 6 p.m. in Tyler Hall, they will be focusing on upcycling.
From April 23rd to May 4th in Marano Campus Center, Room 133, an Arts Oswego project presented by the Norfluxus Electric Heliotrope. Theater is inviting the campus into the world of immersive elements. Artist Lauren Comington collaborated with SUNY Oswego students to create and develop an original, immersive, interactive experience. Exhibits will contain different drawings, sculptures, and audio-visual elements. The interactive exhibition will be viewable daily from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m.
Today marks the 100th anniversary of the Palladium Times coming off the press. The first edition of the Palladium Times was published on April 21st in 1925 for a cost of 3 cents. The front page included many stories across the country and globe, except Oswego County. Their approach has changed over the past 100 years. Today, the Pall Times focuses to provide Oswego County residents with the news happening locally.
Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer visited Emerald Cocktail Kitchen on Tipperary Hill in Syracuse. Restaurant owner Michelle Roche said that the tariffs are bringing her a level of uncertainty she hasn't felt since the COVID-19 pandemic.
She says customers are watching their wallets and leaving smaller tips. Schumer says that he stands in solidarity with small business owners.
We cannot let this continue. It's time to end Trump's tariff tax once and for all. When the Senate returns next week, I and my colleagues will force a vote on a resolution to end this trade war.
Senator Schumer also says the tariffs cost the average family over $5,000 in higher prices per year.
It was a very rainy day, and I've been wondering if we'll see Mr. Blue Sky again.
Let's check in with meteorologist Christopher Convis to see if we have to listen to Rihanna and bring out our umbrellas.
Thanks, guys. Well, those are 2 good songs right there. And yes, you will need your umbrella tonight if you are going out. If you can see right here, Oswego at 60 degrees. As we go on to our bigger outlook of the radar, you can see to the west, blue skies, Mr. Blue Skies right there. No disturbance, clear skies, which is perfect because tomorrow's Earth Day, and we have the chance to see the Northern Lights tomorrow night. We're going to have a warm-up by the end of this week, and I'll have all of that in my full forecast, but first, back to the desk.
Thanks, Chris. Metallica broke the record for the largest ticketed concert ever in Syracuse. Over 500,000 fans filled the JMA Wireless Dome this past Saturday. This record was previously held by The Who said in 1982. The Metallica concert generated around $15 million in revenue for the city of Syracuse. Metallica's Syracuse tickets range from $78 to $1,000 from the Snake Pit. The pit alone likely totaled over $7 million.
Governor Kathy Hochul announced a $4.85 million grant for the installation of electric vehicle chargers. This is part of the state's municipal zero-emission vehicle infrastructure grants program. These projects support New York's effort to improve clean transportation. New York State is advancing efforts to achieve an emissions-free economy by 2050.
New York Supreme Court Judge Mary Rosado signed a temporary restraining order barring immigration and customs enforcement agents from Rikers Island. The order comes after the New York City Council sued Mayor Eric Adams to block ICE agents from setting up and operating an office out of Rikers Island. Mayor Eric Adams said he supports ICE working out of Rikers Island after a meeting with Trump border czar Tom Hoffman. The city council accused Adams of entering into a corrupt bargain with the Trump administration in order to get federal charges against him dropped. Still ahead tonight, a second classified message chat has been leaked. What's the fallout?
Plus, today is a Polish holiday. Find out more after the break.
The number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts. It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Welcome back to WTOP. I'm meteorologist Christopher Thomas with your full forecast. Currently right now it's 55 degrees with those scattered showers happening and a southward wind at 13 miles per hour. And as we look on back to our current conditions happening, you can see Oswego, we do have a band of showers going through, but don't worry, we're going to have that go by because tomorrow, this is our big playmaker that I want to tell you guys about. Tomorrow, the northern lights are coming in. You can see 40 chance tomorrow, and look at that. Perfect from all night long and everything. Take the chance because there's going to be no clouds in sight. We've been having chances, but it's been miserable weather for us. But tomorrow it's going to be perfect. Take the chance when you want to. And if you want a good luck charm and everything, put on Mr. Blue Sky by ELO. Good music right there, classic rock. As we go on to our temperatures here, you can see tomorrow we dip down to -6, but we climb right back up. We're going to be in the 60s Thursday and Friday, 11 degrees above normal. And then we go back to normal for the weekend as showers will be coming back in. As we look onto our futurecast, tomorrow morning, 49 degrees, clear skies. It's going to continue like that all day, reaching around 50. Perfect. Look at that, 41 degrees, clear skies for the northern lights. Bring a jacket, of course, because it will be a little cool with the lake breeze down at the lake and everything. But as you look on out, clear skies continue into Wednesday and reaching to a high of 54. Tonight, showers will continue, 48 degrees, southward winds 14 miles per hour. And then tomorrow, clouds in the morning, but sun in the afternoon, 13 to 17 miles per hour winds. And as we look on into our 7-day forecast, Tuesday, tomorrow, Earth Day, Go outside, enjoy it. Wednesday, Thursday as well. Sunny, reaching up to 68 on Friday. We're supposed to have some evening showers that are going to go into Saturday, but the sun will return on Sunday with a 62 for the start of next week. That's all from my full forecast. Back to the desk.
Thanks, Chris. Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth is under increasing pressure after a second leak of classified attack plans on Yemen. This second chat included Hegseth's wife and brother and has created what is being called a full-blown meltdown within the Pentagon. The chat was independently confirmed by The Guardian, although the Pentagon's chief spokesperson, Sean Parnell, said there was no classified information in any signed chat.
Dingus Day is upon us. Yes, you heard that right. Dingus Day is a holiday of Polish descent that marks the ending of Lent. Dingus Day is celebrated by Polish Americans across the country, but is an especially large event in Buffalo. Buffalo is known as the Dingus Day capital of the world due to its rich and extensive Polish history. Happy Schmingus Dingus.
The National Weather Service hit pause on its translated weather alerts, meaning all weather notifications will only be issued in English until further notice.
Maribel Gonzalez spoke with experts who say for many this change could mean the difference between life and death.
I don't think anyone really prepared for it to be this high of water.
September 2024, Hurricane Helene hit western North Carolina, causing power outages, collapsed roads, and catastrophic flooding.
Him and me are both from Florida, so we've seen a lot of hurricanes, but I've never seen anything like this.
Despite the National Weather Service issuing alerts, the disaster claimed the lives of 107 people in the state.
There was a big article just a few months before the floods there that rated Asheville one of the safest places to live in the United States from a climate change point of view. And then they suffered massive, devastating, costly floods that they're still cleaning up from.
Without weather warnings, experts say the death toll could have been higher.
Weather alerts save lives. I mean, there's no question about that. If we know a hurricane is coming, if we know a tornado is coming, we can take shelter. We can be safe where we otherwise would be at peril.
But now the National Weather Service is only putting out alerts in English. The agency declined an interview, but sent a statement saying they paused the translation service, quote, due to a contract lapse.
We got a tornado!
It comes as experts warn of more extreme weather due to climate change.
The whole planet is affected, and that means no place is really exempt.
Arguing that access to weather alerts is vital.
It doesn't have to be an extreme event to be a matter of public health and safety.
I'm Maribel Gonzalez reporting.
Experts warn that translation is critical to warning everybody potentially affected.
Vladimir Putin proposed today to have a two-sided talk with Ukraine for the first time in years. Volodymyr Zelensky said that Kyiv is prepared to have discussions to stop attacks on civilians. Both have faced pressure due to U.S. threats of walking away from peace efforts. Both countries are open for further ceasefires after an Easter truce declared by Moscow during the weekend, of which both sides accuse each other of violating.
DHL, a division of the German Post Service, will be halting shipments to the U.S. over $800. The announcement comes as the U.S. announced changes to customs rules. The rules state that shipment over the $800 mark require formal entry processing. DHL says that the shipments to businesses and consumers under $800 will not be affected.
When the WTOP-10 nightly news continues, the stock market has fallen again. Find out how far.
And the FTC is suing Uber. Find out why.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No, but you've got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
if you're watching this pod.
And highbrow humor.
Surface is this?
Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
There's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
Oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back to WTOP-10 Nightly News.
In consumer news, stocks are tumbling again as the Dow lost almost 1,000 points today. The S&P 500 and NASDAQ Composite also dropped as the three major indexes continue to be on pace for their worst month in 3 years. The U.S. dollar index, which measures the dollar's strength against 6 foreign countries, also fell to its lowest mark since 2022. Investors in the stock market continue to be uncertain as they weigh the effects of President Trump's tariffs.
The Trump administration is set to announce plans to remove some artificial food dyes from the U.S. food supply. Artificial dyes like red number 40 and blue number 1 have been linked to cancer, tumors, restlessness, and sleep disturbances. Bipartisan efforts across more than half the U.S. states have looked to eliminate access to these dyes. The Trump administration plans to go more in depth on how to eliminate these dyes on Tuesday.
The Federal Trade Commission is suing Uber. According to the FTC, Uber has made it too difficult for consumers to cancel their Uber One subscriptions using, quote, deceptive selling. Deceptive selling is the act of intentionally misleading customers to make a purchase. Uber released a statement soon after, claiming that their cancellation process for Uber One was clear and concise. The FTC responded, claiming users took 32 actions and clicking through 23 screens to cancel their subscriptions. Millions of Americans are looking at GLP-1 drugs to help lose weight. While many Americans have found success, the number on the scale may be shifting in the opposite direction.
Mandy Gather has more on what to do if you're struggling during your GLP-1 journey.
The amount of weight one can lose with GLP-1 drugs varies from person to person. But what should you do if the weight stops coming off?
I think the key message from the doctors we talked to, now is not the time to come off the medication. This is sort of more of a maintenance phase rather than an indication that the medication is no longer working.
Dr. Sanjay Gupta says stopping the medication may lead to weight gain, and he says experts believe when you put weight back on after losing it, the weight becomes harder to get off the next time. That's why he says to avoid this back and forth type of weight loss.
If the medication has worked and you've lost a certain amount of weight, it's likely that it's continuing to work even if you're not continuing to lose weight. That is sort of the very nature of a plateau. This is sort of your end point, and at this point, it's really going to be about nutritional and lifestyle changes if you want to lose more weight.
The Mayo Clinic says that includes reassessing habits, making sure you haven't loosened rules around things like food portions and activity. Cut more calories as long as it doesn't put you below 1,200 calories a day. Step up your workouts, 150 minutes of moderate aerobic activity like walking or 75 minutes of vigorous aerobic activity like running a week is recommended. Finally, think about ways to get in more movement during the day. Even doing yard work can help burn more calories. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The Mayo Clinic continues to state that a number moving in a negative direction should not discourage your weight loss journey. The world of sports has been full of fun this week.
And reporter Lucas Marcus has more about the Oswego Lakers. Lucas?
Thanks. The Oswego women's lacrosse team had a pretty big game this weekend. The Oswego Lakers women's lacrosse team was crowned regular season champions after winning their crucial game against the New Paltz Hawks. It was a sunny day and perfect for the Lakers to guarantee their #1 position in SUNY. A simple victory would be enough to do it, but the Lakers dominated again, finishing the first half with a score of 8-3 and passing the ball peacefully across the field. The Hawks even tried reacting after halftime, scoring 2 goals in less than 3 minutes. But the Lakers managed to get back in the game and control the match again. The key for the team's dynamic is Britt Howard, the head coach who is having the biggest season of the program's history.
Things that we haven't done before, like beating Cortland, that was huge for our season. And then today, you know, the girls really came out and played hard, which I was super excited for. But overall, it's just been a great season, and they worked super hard in games and in practice.
For the first time in the program history, the Lakers will have the advantage of going to the playoffs hosting their games at home.
I mean, I guess I was telling them before 1, 2, or 3, it would be a great opportunity for us, but 1 seed is huge. We've never really done it before, so also another big stepping stone for our program. So we're super excited, but also focused on Wednesday for Buff State.
The Lakers will now prepare to play against Buffalo State on Wednesday to guarantee the unbeaten record this SUNY season. With this victory, the Lakers guarantee a direct slot into the semifinals, escaping round 1. The semifinals are expected to happen on April 3rd. After the break, Jason Sansel will have more about the men's lacrosse scene and other news around the sports nationally.
What's going on?
Yeah, we go on at like 11:30. It's like
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Matt, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man. Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a close up of that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
WTOP-10 Nightly News. I'm Jason Samsel with your sports report. It was a battle of the rivals as the Oswego men's lacrosse team traveled up to Plattsburgh on Saturday, and in the opening minutes it was the Cardinals striking twice, but the Lakers would respond, scoring 3 goals in 2 minutes, and after a back and forth battle between the two, it was Oswego with a 9-7 lead at halftime. And in the second half it was Lakers' Corey O'Connor and Gavin Elston scoring 5 unanswered goals, and in the fourth quarter it was O'Connor again blasting 2 final daggers as the Lakers trounced the Birds 20-10. And And speaking of Plattsburgh, the Oswego baseball team would host a 3-game series against them on Thursday and Friday. And in Game 1, the bats were flying for the Lakers as they were able to rack up 16 hits, 12 stolen bases, and win it 15-5. Games 2 and 3 were about 2 words for Oswego: pitching dominance. Jacob Sanders pitched a complete game with 9 strikeouts and allowing just 4 hits on 95 pitches as Lakers win it 3-2. And Game 3, it was the workhorse Joel Hainer throwing 109 pitches and striking out 9 batters in 8 innings as Oswego sweeps Plattsburgh 4-3. The eyes of the college basketball world were watching as Cooper Flagg this morning declares for the NBA draft on social media. The Duke freshman averaged 19 points, 7.5 rebounds, and 4 assists last season and won both the ACC Rookie and Player of the Year, becoming just the 4th player to do so. Flagg will have to wait until June 25th, the night of the draft, to hear his name called and find out which pro team he will play for. And on Sunday, the Mets hosted the St. Louis Cardinals, looking for the series sweep. And in the bottom of the 5th, we would go to the action here. Bottom of the 5th, Pete Alonso at the plate, and he drills it to center field, and that will bring in Juan Soto all the way home. And Mets lead it 3-0. Cardinals need help, and they would get it in Alec Burleson. He grounds it for an easy out, but it was Brandon Donovan running it home for St. Louis, putting them in the lead. And then same inning, Jordan Walker at the plate, and he crushes the ball. It could go all the way, but it is stolen from Brandon Nimmo, shutting down the home run and looking like a kid at an Easter egg hunt. Hey, Pops, look at what I found. And there was nothing that Walker could do but simply slam his helmet down. But then it was Thomas Sajci with a blast into deep left field. 1 run is scored, and the throw from Lindor not able to get there, and we are tied up at 3 apiece. St. Louis with all the momentum. Mets need a response, and they would get it bottom of the 7th from Nimmo with a shot up the middle, and that sends Lindor home. And it would be a 2-run RBI blast. Mets regain the lead, and then bottom of the 8th, Juan Soto, just call him the Mortician. He sends the ball into deep left center field, sending Lindor home and putting the nail in the coffin in this one, as the Mets would go on to win it 7-4.
That's our report for tonight. Bye.
Be sure to stick to sports.
Thank you for watching. Have a great night, everyone.
La 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 la. Free. La 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 la. La 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 la. Freeze.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
And it could be your last chance to see one occur for 2.
Hey guys, welcome back to Shut the Chuck Up. I'm Chuck Harkins. I got a beanie on today because I have a haircut that I don't like. And yeah, you know what? I'll show it to you a little bit. You see that? See that? Yeah. It's not me. It's not me. Well, anyway, let's get to our guest for tonight. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, I'm Mainframe.
Mainframe. Yeah. Well, we call you Tommy.
Don't call me Tommy, please. I've been asking you to do this since I was 5 years old.
And how old are you now?
I'll be 35 next week.
Yeah. 35.
But I want you to call me Mainframe.
Why? Why should I call you Mainframe?
Because I work and I operate in realms that are digital.
Oh, do you?
I don't operate in this realm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, tell me a little bit more about yourself, Mainframe.
Well, I guess we should get the elephant out of the room.
Sure.
As they say. I am Chuck's brother.
Yeah. He's my brother.
Yep. I'm the favorite. I stayed at home when Charlie went off to Hollywood to start making this show. I stayed at home with the parents.
Yeah.
They miss you, by the way.
Do
Mom says
they
hi.
now? Do they? Yeah.
Mom wants you to come home for dinner. Just one night.
Just one night? Just one dinner? What is she going to make?
She'll do meatloaf.
Is this sort of like the stuff you do?
What?
Right behind
you. Oh, like cyberspace. I operate in cyberspace. Yeah, that's kind of like my studio. Cyberspace.
Okay.
I'm fighting bad code in
really?
cyberspace.
Bad code. What would be bad code?
Like, so if good code
sure.
like crosses the street when it's supposed to, bad code is like jaywalking and like pushing old ladies down.
You can't do jaywalking.
You can't do jaywalking. It's the worst crime in cyberspace.
Really?
Worse than murder.
Really? Oh wow, that's insane.
Everything goes where it should.
So back to this meatloaf.
Yeah.
Is there gonna be ketchup in this meatloaf? Because I don't do ketchup.
I think there has to be. I mean, I've been on a meatloaf kick recently. Mom's been making it pretty much every night because I won't eat anything else unless it's like dino nuggets.
Do you think that she probably made like one meatloaf and then just been reheating it every night?
I think eventually we'd run out of meatloaf.
Well, you can make more than one meatloaf at a time, can't you?
So you're saying our mother made a huge bulk order of meatloaf?
Yeah.
I think it's entirely possible, but like I said, I don't really understand this real world. If she was in cyberspace, I can get those answers for you.
Sure. Is there like cyberspace meatloaf? Yeah, there's that meatloaf.
Just like Mom makes. Cyberspace meatloaf, you say?
Yeah.
I have my top minds working on that. We haven't exactly cracked it yet, but...
You haven't made meatloaf in cyberspace yet?
We've gotten close.
What have you made in cyberspace?
We've made meatballs.
Meatballs.
But we cannot... The loaf shape is impossible.
What about... have you made a loaf of bread?
Yes, we have, now that
So why don't you like move some ones and zeros around and... the meatball
Oh, you think
the
it's
loaf.
that simple? Ones and zeros. It's a battlefield.
Listen, man, I got a show. You're in the cyberspace.
I'm in the cyberspace? I never left?
No, you're not in the cyberspace right now. You are a part of the cyberspace, I guess.
If this was cyberspace, I'd be able to fly right out of this studio whenever I want.
Yeah?
And I would do it right now.
Well, if this truly is a cyberspace, then why don't you get up and do it?
I can't. That's what I'm saying. I can't because it's not cyberspace.
That's
how I know I'm in the realm of...
Do you have video of you doing that?
I cannot be captured on video.
In the cyberspace?
In the cyberspace, I have a cloaking device.
Oh, can you capture other things on...
They've captured me.
On video in the cyberspace?
You can capture various assets, like vehicles and other things. We have vehicles in there.
But no people. You can't capture people?
If they are skilled enough as to ascertain a cloaking device such as myself, then they will be invisible.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. And where? How do you get into the cyberspace?
Well, that's how don't you get into the cyberspace? There are multiple avenues to get in. There are back doors everywhere, as we say.
Where?
There's one in this studio. I can't tell you where it is because you would not be able to access it without your brains exploding everywhere.
Is it right here?
That may or may not be what it looks like. But
okay. It looks like that, but it's not right here.
It is there, but it's like Harry Potter, the train platform. Only wizards can run through it. Are you familiar?
Yeah. I never actually understood that. Was it only wizards?
Mm-hmm. If you're like a wizard, then you can run through the wall. And the muggles, who are the people in the real world.
Yeah. So, okay, I've got my producer in my ear saying, why don't you run right through it?
I can't. The cameras, and they act as like a blocker.
Sure.
So when the cameras are rolling and when they're pointed at the wall.
Graphics, they do it. Yeah, we can put the cameras away.
The cameras, I think we should turn the cameras off for the rest of the show, and then I will do it.
Okay.
If we can do that.
Do it. Do
All
it.
right. Are you okay with me doing this?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Do it, please.
I will be going. I'll be back in a second, though.
Okay. Okay.
Peace.
All right. All right. Okay. Wow. What is that?
So I'm inside the cyberspace.
Yeah. Mainframe.
Thank you for calling me that.
Sure, man. So what do you see now that you're in the cyberspace? Get a camera on me. Get a camera on me now.
It's quite dirty in here, actually. There's a lot of detritus.
Sure.
That's been. I don't think this place has been cleaned very well. I need to send one of my agents in here to do some cleaning.
Okay. What else is in there? I don't know.
Honestly, it's pretty boring in here. It seems kind of more like a storage closet. Of course, I said there are many doors to the cyberspace, but not every door is equal. I think maybe somebody painted a closet with cyberspace decor.
So you can't even tell? You don't even know?
It's a very good paint job.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. Mainframe, you got to come back.
All right. I will come back.
Yeah.
Coming back now.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone. Hey, welcome back. Hold on, you're not on speakerphone. Hello?
Hello? Oh, hey. It's time for break.
Oh, then let's go to break.
All right, bye.
What's going on?
Yeah, dude, we go on at like 11:30. It's like.
No.
What do you mean no?
It's 10:30.
10:30?
Yeah, it's 10:30.
What do you mean it's 10:30?
Hey, don't touch that. That's my ladder.
Hey, man. Whoa. You know this book was already discounted 10%?
Wow. Get a closer for that one.
Broadcast news.
Look at that.
Can we go back inside? I want to sleep in the studio again.
We'll deep dive into our feelings in our Real Talk segment. Stay tuned because it's about to get real.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Welcome back to Major Discussions.
What up? We're back with Shut the Chuck Up and Tommy, Mainframe, whatever. So, Mainframe, you came here to tell me something.
Yes, there's something I've been working on for a long time, and it involves you. In fact, it entirely revolves around you.
Oh, really?
You see,
yeah.
There's no easy way to say this.
Yeah.
There's a conspiracy afoot, a grand conspiracy, the likes of which this channel has never seen.
What about me?
About you.
Really?
Charlie, I have great reason to believe that there are enemies out there who are somehow hijacking your body or your mind, and they are They're essentially making clones of you.
What?
And these clones, they go out.
What?
I don't know. I was scrolling through the cyberspace in the land of YouTube.
Right.
The other day.
YouTube.
And I found this YouTube channel in cyberspace that I went down in the channel in my boat, and it's called Yoinkins.
Yoinkins.
And it's a guy and his brother, 2 brothers, in fact.
Okay. Well. 2 brothers?
2 brothers.
Like 2 sets of brothers, or 2 people that are brothers?
2 people that are brothers.
Oh, okay.
They are each one person, and yet they are unified by fraternal love.
Sure.
And one of them, I can't even. It's you.
Okay, it's me. So, do you think it would be me?
No, because you're here on Shut the Chuck Up.
Right.
And so.
Yeah, but
Yoinkins, there's a Charlie on Yoinkins. He's there right now. You're here.
Okay, well, those are videos.
Videos of him. Like this is a video of you.
No.
Well, hold on. There's more.
Oh.
It's not just, if it was just one other channel, I could maybe write it off as a coincidence.
Sure.
But
Doppelgang.
In fact, yeah. Another night.
Okay.
I was watching the greatest channel in the history of television, WTOP. Yeah.
Hey, yeah.
And
getting praise from the back.
A show came on. A show called The Interview Show. I don't know if you've heard of this.
Yeah.
You've heard of it?
You the ad, you see the ad?
Yes.
Yeah.
That guy looks just like you. Do you not? You have to understand this.
Before the haircut.
Right, I mean, oof. He's like a more handsome version of you.
What?
Same with the Yoinkins guy, honestly.
What?
But
okay.
There are these multiple versions of you out there.
Okay. You don't think that just could be me?
No, because they're everywhere. I found one on Instagram at charlie.harkins.
Oh, really?
I found one on LinkedIn.
Oh.
I found one on Twitter.
Oh.
And that one, I think that's the evilest one.
Oh, really?
I think the Twitter Charlie.
You think so?
I think that's. They've been making them on a spectrum of good and evil.
Oh, sure.
And when they made the most evil one, they put him on Twitter.
Well, where does the YouTube one lie?
YouTube one, I would say, he's the most normal.
The most normal.
He's in the middle of the spectrum. He's like the perfect.
Okay.
The perfect Charlie.
So if Twitter is most evil and YouTube is most normal, what's the opposite end of the spectrum?
What's the best Charlie out there?
Yeah.
Well, this one's a little bit interesting. See, I found a Charlie that was Gaston in a high school production of Beauty and the Beast.
Middle school.
Middle school production of Beauty and the Beast. And he seems to be pure of heart.
You think Gaston is pure of heart?
I think the Charlie that it took to play Gaston is pure of heart.
Okay. You don't think that just could have been me again? Playing Gaston in middle school? You think I've just been this old my entire life?
I considered that option, but like I said before, you're here and they're there. So
I guess. I mean,
I think there's something I don't know who made these clones. Now we're talking. The best Yoinkins video.
That's true. I love this one. So you think maybe they planted memories in my head to maybe make me think that I was them? Because I have memories of all of this. I have memories of Yoinkins Eclipse. I was there, or I think I was there when it was being edited.
Well, you've probably seen the video, so I think your memory is kind of playing with that.
Oh,
like
sure.
You think you were there.
False memories.
That happens with me all the time.
Yeah.
Wow, this might be a more evil Charlie than Twitter Charlie.
You think?
I think.
Me with Santa Claus?
Look at the way you're holding him.
This was in Australia. He told me to do that.
He told you to do that. He told you to.
Look at that.
I've met Santa. He's screaming. He's in pain.
He's jolly.
He looks like he's about to pop.
He's about to laugh here.
And who are you covering up there behind you? That's our good brother.
Yeah, that is our brother. And that's our sister right there.
Yep. We're one big happy family.
Yeah, where are you in this?
I was in the cyberspace fighting off.
Oh, so you're always in the cyberspace.
I was fighting off evils that you cannot possibly comprehend.
Well, let me try. Describe one to me.
Okay, imagine like a guy.
A guy.
And he's really bad. And he's holding a knife.
Whoa. Oh. What?
Yep. Okay, you can stop. Stop, Charlie. Get back. Come back.
That scared me too much.
You know what just happened?
What happened?
You just entered the cyberspace.
I was in the cyberspace? No way.
I always knew you had it in you. It must be a family thing.
Probably.
Wow.
That's from the show.
This is one of the evils that I have fought.
I mean, look at him.
Yeah, I remember.
Evil? What you said he was wearing glasses or something? I don't remember.
I think you saw that when you went to the cyberspace.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I saw.
You're filling in the dots.
A real evil man.
True evil.
I cannot understand how the cyberspace works. Can you like maybe pull the curtain a little bit on that? Like how have the other Chucks, I guess, infiltrated this cyberspace?
So, are you familiar with the Control C?
Oh, hold on. I'm getting a phone call.
This could be
Hello?
Hello, Chuck. This is your producer in the back. It is time to go to break. Right now.
Is this in the cyberspace?
The cyberspace is taking over.
Cyberspace is taking over. Well, we have to go to break.
Oh my God.
What was that? Go to break! Go to break! What are we doing?
The number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts. It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel. But you got censorship. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Shut the Chuck Up. I'm Chuck. This is Tommy Mainframe Harkins. And Tommy, we were just talking over the break about how the cyberspace, as it's called, I almost forgot the name of it, how it is controlling everyone and everything.
Right.
And what is that?
Oh my.
That is so grainy, I don't even know what that is. It's just a bunch of nonsense. Oh, hold on, we're getting a phone call. Yellow, you're on Shut the Chuck Up.
Chuck.
Yeah?
It's me. It's your brother. It's Jack.
Jack!
Hey, brother Jack!
Oh, Tommy's there too? Good.
Yeah. He's going by Mainframe now.
Please call me Mainframe, Jack, please.
Of course, mainframe. Okay, that's normal. I gotta talk to you guys.
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm trapped.
Where?
Where are you trapped?
Where are you trapped?
I'm trapped in the cyberspace.
No.
No.
Yeah.
Mainframe, how do we get him out?
Well, let me consult my book.
Yeah, please.
My cyberspace book.
Yeah.
Brother.
Just hold on, Jack.
B, brother.
You're going far for B.
Boba.
There are a lot of A's.
Boba.
While
Boss.
he's looking, I gotta tell you something, Chuck.
Yeah, let's hear it.
They're all here. All of them.
Who?
The other yous.
Every Charlie that's ever existed.
The Yoinkins Chuck? The Gaston Chuck?
The other one, the interviewed show Chuck, all of them.
And the Instagram one?
The Instagram one, yeah.
Don't tell me the Twitter one's there. That's the most evil one.
The Twitter one is here.
Is he like leading the pack or
What's
something?
he doing? What's he doing right now?
The pack.
He's leading the pack. What is going on?
They want to talk to you.
The other Chucks want to talk to me?
Okay.
Yes.
Which one? Which one? Which one is going to talk to me?
Every single one of them want to talk
All at
to you.
once?
But they can't.
They can't talk to me?
So they're going to talk to you through me. That's how they're going to do it.
Okay.
Be careful. Be careful that they don't possess you.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm staying far away, but I'm in the cyberspace, so there's no distance. It's all in one place.
That's perfect.
It's
Absolutely.
here.
Listen, man, I don't get it either. I was in there for a second and I got scared.
I'm not even on the phone right now. I just thought about calling you.
What?
You're just taught. Whoa. You have mastered the cyberspace.
They're all looking at me mean.
Okay, well, let's talk to them, but be careful. Be careful.
Okay. Actually, I got one right here.
Which one is this?
It's the M&M's commercial one.
That of the Yoinkins. Real old.
Listen.
So this is my voice. This isn't copyrighted because this is my voice.
They do it well, and they did it right the first time, and they don't even have to like make a new one for each year. They could just reuse that one, and it'd work perfectly. Eminem did such a great job. I mean, on your hand, on your mouth.
Wow. Okay.
He's non-stop talking about these M&M commercials. I don't know what they mean.
Now do you understand what I was talking about, Charlie? That's not you.
I understand it
Because you
now.
were here.
I understand it. Does he only talk about the M&M's commercial, or does he?
Yeah, it's basically just that on loop, and I'll like I'm trying to be nice to him.
Of course.
He doesn't care. He just wants to talk about how they do it well or something.
What?
They do it well.
It melts in your hand, not in your mouth, and then he's like, and then nothing.
Ugh.
How did he mess that up? That's such like a famous quote.
It's their slogan.
It is.
I don't know. He's messing it up.
Over and over again? He doesn't even try?
It's just nonstop. It's just nonstop. It's kind of annoying.
That's a good sign, though. That means they're glitching, which means they can be broken.
Yes.
Okay. Are there any other Chucks in there?
It's a possibility.
Okay. Are there any other Chucks in there that we can speak to? Is one going to possess you? Is one going to possess you?
It's possible that one could possess me.
Okay, can we talk to Twitter Chuck right now?
Oh.
That's the evil one. He's running the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on.
Maybe he has demands.
They're kind of like, they're kicking me. They're all kicking me, and it hurts.
All right, just swing your arms around back and forth. That'll get rid of them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm swinging.
It's in the book, right?
Yep, that was in the book.
Yeah, it's in the book. Is it working?
A little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, well, can we get Twitter Chuck to possess you? And tell him to be clean. Don't tell him to be dirty.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
He scares me.
He is being really mean right now, and he's just giving me mean looks.
Jack, you have to kill him.
I have to kill him?
Yeah. Disintegrate him or something.
Yeah. There should be a laser somewhere.
Go like that.
Okay.
Did it work?
It looks like it's working.
Okay. He's just telling me tweets aren't loading right now. Try again.
That's a good sign because that means he's glitching.
His power is being limited. There must be some sort of code working against him in the cyberspace.
Huh.
Obviously.
Well, what about Instagram Chuck? Can we speak to Instagram Chuck?
Instagram Chuck is much more responsive.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, let's hear from Instagram Chuck.
The most handsome of all the Chucks, I might add.
Oh, okay. Listen to this.
This is a video of me when I was in elementary school playing a recorder for my nose. A SpongeBob recorder. That's my laugh at the end.
That's an evil Charlie.
Yeah.
Sinister.
He's looking at me so evil, like he's got evil eyes this whole time. He's playing the recorder with his nose, though, which is kind of cool.
Is it the SpongeBob recorder?
I don't think so. I think it's just a regular recorder.
I think it's the SpongeBob
recorder. That's a
recorder.
regular recorder.
Wait.
I had to take a closer
If it's a regular
look.
recorder, then it's not.
That's
another glitch.
That's another glitch. We're doing well, Jack. We're doing well.
Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Perfect.
I don't
What are
wanna
the other
die.
Chucks? Gaston Chuck.
Get him on the phone, please.
We only have 4 minutes to do this. We gotta disintegrate all the Chucks.
Or else WTOP is gone forever.
WTOP will be gone forever if we don't disintegrate all the Chucks.
Okay, he's just like holding a smaller boy. That's about it. That's all I got on that.
Is it LeFou? Is it LeFou?
Yes, it's LeFou. That's what I thought.
A green hat.
It's not green. It's gray.
That's good.
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
Okay, we should have only a couple left.
What are the other ones?
Interview show Chuck.
Interview show Chuck.
Okay. We're getting to it. He's just standing there right now. I think I have to boot him up.
Oh.
Okay, I'm walking up to him.
Keep that in.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, here.
It's over.
That's a glitch. Do you hear that?
I heard that. That was an audio.
Over. Glitch.
Do the glitch dance.
You hear that?
It's glitching.
That's good.
All right.
Yeah.
What other Chucks are left?
One more thing, right?
One more Chuck?
One more Chuck.
Is it Baby Chuck?
It's Baby Chuck.
Baby Chuck.
I was scared about this one because there's a chance when we kill Baby Chuck, when we disintegrate him, that you might.
I might die?
Because I'm not sure if it's you from the past.
Oh, no. Okay, Jack, you must be very careful.
Okay. What do I have to do?
Is there something in the book for this?
Right. Baby. Oh, still in B.
Still in B.
Okay. When you find Baby Chuck, sing him a lullaby.
Am I just in this book?
It's the book of Chuck.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You have to sing him a lullaby. You have to sing him his favorite song to solve everything.
I can do that.
Sing me my favorite song.
Gary, I know I was. Hold on. He's crying.
Chuck's crying. Chuck's crying.
Baby Chuck never cried.
Baby Chuck never cried.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Okay, now let's hear a response from Baby Chuck.
Happy birthday, dear Baby Chuck.
Baby Chuck, we only have a minute and a half
Happy
left.
birthday to you.
This better work.
Let's.
I think he's happy. Oh my gosh. He's smiling at me.
We fixed it. We won.
I think, and you're still here.
I'm still here. How did we do that?
Perfect.
Jack, now you have to
He's laughing.
We have a minute.
He's laughing at you.
All right, Baby Chuck. Okay. I know it's a bad haircut, but it'll grow out, okay?
It'll grow out. All hairs grow.
So, Jack, you are fine. You're out of the cyberspace and everything, right?
I'm out. I'm actually free.
We did it.
And we used the power of family, the power of brotherhood to conquer evil.
Yeah,
Power of brothers. 3 brothers, none left.
Hands in, everybody.
Hands in.
Brothers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Brothers.
Brothers.
All right, you were a little off, but okay. Well, we got 30 seconds left. So if you have anything else, you want to plug anything?
You know, I'd like to plug.
I want to. Sorry.
I would like to plug YouTube.com. It's a great place to go in the cyberspace.
You got 10 seconds. Go to Bump Cam while we're doing this. Go to Bump Cam.
I would like to plug the Love of Brothers.
Bump Cam, Bump Cam, Bump Cam, Bump Cam.
Now Now introducing, out of Alden, New York, number 2, Dylan the Chinstrap Zielinski. Introducing next, out of Schenectady, New York, wearing number 69, Kenny the GM Gerard.
Sabrina Carpenter's texting me. Welcome back in to the DK Experience. I'm Dylan Zielinski, coincided by the cool Kenny Gerard.
You never had to do it for yourself.
That was weird. I've never done it the other way around. Kenny, how are we?
Whoa. I'm good, man. I'm good. Living life. Oh, look at, yep, Kenny Gerard. I am now GM. I'm going to step down and appoint Alex Brummer as the...
I am now Dylan Zielinski, VP of Productions. I'm going to step down and put Austin Claus as the next VP of Productions. Oh, yeah, it's funny now, ain't it?
It's not funny.
Yeah. All right, Buck.
All right, Buck.
All right, let's get into it. So, we're not going to do our gridiron recap tonight because there's not much to talk about in terms of changes for each team. Wow, this chair is so far back.
Yeah, be careful, dude. That chair's about to break any day. That's the one they gave.
With me sitting in it, it's
that was
probably
the one they gave John Boldis for oh boy.
Well, I'm going to sit up then.
Yeah.
Since there's no real gridiron recap, we're going to talk about the NFL draft. We will not have another show until after the draft, so we will both speak about it. So, actual Dylan will go first. Dylan, tell me about what your hot takes are, anything, and maybe about the Bills.
Okay, so I guess you could say like my hot take for this draft is I think it's going to be historically bad. I think this draft is going to be one of the worst. I think there's a few generational players. You got a guy like Travis Hunter. You got a guy like Abdul Carter. The quarterbacks are bad. I think a few of them are going to be good. I don't like Cam Ward. I think he's way too overhyped. As far as the Bills go, I mean, I really haven't done too much like looking into this draft and like the players and stuff like that. But the Bills have 10 picks. It's like second most in the league, I think, right behind the Ravens. If the Bills just spend all of their draft capital on defense, don't even touch the offense, just spend it all on defense, find like 3 or 4 studs, I'm a happy man. Defense keeps letting Josh Allen down in the biggest moments every year.
I'm not going to say you're wrong there. I mean, in terms of me, like, I don't really have many, like, hot takes, I guess. Mine is kind of, I just agree with you. Like, I think this draft sucks. I think this draft is not good. I think all these quarterbacks that we're talking about, Shadur Sanders, we're talking about Cam Ward, I think they in last year's draft are a mid-second round pick. Mm-hmm. I don't think any of these guys are really all that good. My phone buzzing. I don't know. I'm not quite sure what I think of this draft in terms of, like, who's going to be successful. But, I mean, I know I'm wearing your Bill stuff right now, but the Giants... See, now they got those 2 quarterbacks. They got Danger Russ. They've got Jameis. I don't see them taking a quarterback anymore.
The news just broke out today that they're doing a private workout
with Shadur. I saw that
on Thursday.
I feel like that's like unless he blows them away, they might take him. I think they're stupid if they don't take someone like Hunter. I think Travis Hunter is a good pick. If for some godforsaken reason Abdul Carter is still on that list, I think you take him from Penn State without a question. What was that?
Little A was FaceTiming me. I'm not answering that on live
No, why
TV.
is our camera so high?
Yeah.
Can we
zoom it in a little bit?
If we're going to angle down a little bit, bring it down a little bit. I am not built for the short shorts like you, Dylan. This is not my...
the short.
Dude,
I'm going to text Aiden that I'm on TV right now.
You got what?
I'm going to text Aiden I'm on TV right now.
See what Aiden says.
So he... Hold on.
We're holding. Quick. We're all waiting.
Sorry.
See, this is why I opened the show on my phone, being Dylan. Oh, we'll take a picture?
All right. Come on.
Please hold.
All right, we'll send that to Big A.
So, yeah, I mean, I guess, again, for the Giants this draft, I think don't waste a pick on a quarterback unless you're going to go third round and take someone as going to be a third stringer, but I don't think it's worth it.
Our kind of boat, too, where you need defense.
I think maybe a lineman.
I think Banks sucks.
I do think Banks sucks. I agree. I don't think Banks is all that. I mean, where are your chains, by the way, Kenny?
Oh. I hit my mic. I hear it in my ear.
I hear it too.
There we go.
All right. Not crazy hot takes for us, I guess. I guess we just agree too much. But we're going to go to a quick break. When we come back, we're going to go down between most of the top prospects and see if we think they're going to be boom or bust. And according to this segment, probably have a lot of bust. Stick around. You're watching the DK Experience right here on WTOP-10.
Oh, boy.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts. It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say.
No.
Spin the wheel.
Oh, you got censorship.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to...
What was that?
Aw.
Not oh boy.
It is DK time. Could we please have our time to
Sorry.
We were first.
It's always on my mind.
It's always on my mind. Welcome back to DK Experience, season number 3, episode number 3, and let's just get right into it. We're going to talk about some of the players in the draft. So I'm picking my laptop down here because I got to see the numbers of the players. Okay. So, and rip the back of this cover off because I don't put that on TV.
Definitely didn't just break. We're good.
We're good. All right. We're going to talk about some of the players in the draft, and we think if they're going to be a boom player or a bust player, or if they're somewhere in the middle. According to our last block, we're probably going to have a lot of players we think are not going to be successful in the league. We think it's kind of a mid-overall draft. So, Dylan, I want to take us down a list of these players, and you're going to give me an opinion and give me a little bit of time to talk as well. Let's start off with the big two. Let's start off with Cam Ward, the quarterback out of Miami. He is probably the projected #1 pick at the moment. What do you think?
Bust, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will be wrong on it. I think he's lazy. Mechanics are awful. Flat feet. I don't think he's a leader. He quit on his guys in a bowl game. So
I will say I think I think he's going to be an okay journeyman. I think he'll be a good backup one day. Kind of like a Jameis Winston, like he's going to get drafted really high. He's going to get drafted #1, and then he's going to be okay. He might have a fluky like that 30-30 season like Jameis. I see him as Jameis Winston. Like I just envision him as Jameis Winston.
Too,
I think, and that's the difference. Like Jameis wasn't really cocky. He was just like,
and I like my
funny.
Cocky quarterback.
Right, but it's just like he's not good enough to be cocky. So I think that he'll be an okay backup one day. I don't think he's going to be all that successful. He'll be a good journeyman, but I kind of had that feeling once I saw what happened against Syracuse in that game, and that might be the bias because we're right near Syracuse, but I think that game sealed the deal that I don't think he's going to be all that. But speaking of quarterbacks that I think are not going to be all that, let's talk about the next one. Quarterback Shedeur Sanders out of Colorado. This one is a very highly debated topic. Dylan, go ahead.
I think he's going to be good. I think he has to be. No, I think he has to be. I think it's one of those things where like script believers and people like believe these things where it's just like he has to be. He's got that Sanders name. Yeah. He's gonna. His brother's brother's not good.
No, it's horrible.
That. So the one's not good.
Was it
One's
Shiloh?
gotta be good.
Shiloh?
I think Shador's going to be good. I think Shador, and what makes me think Shador is going to be good is he's low-key falling. He's not going to go in a top 5. I don't think the Browns want him. I don't think the Giants want him. And he's falling. He's going to get a chance to go to a team like Vegas, learn behind a Geno Smith. Then all of a sudden he gets the keys. I think he just gets a chance to, of success. Cam Ward's going to the Titans. That's not a good team.
No, I can't say that I necessarily disagree. I don't think he's going to be good. I think he has the potential to end up like Jordan Love and sit behind a quarterback and be good, but I think someone's going to rush him into the limelight because of Deion, and I think it's going to ruin his career.
I think Deion's also going to teach him how to be successful in the league.
I don't think you can teach someone that bad at football. Moving on now, we're going to talk about the Heisman Trophy winner. It's going to be running back Ashton Genty out of Boise State.
He didn't win the Heisman.
Or no, backup Heisman. Sorry, backup. Second. Whatever.
Come on.
Everybody's getting on me tonight. The backup. Go for it.
He's going to be good. I don't think there's really any argument about that. I think he's going to be
good. Where does he go?
He's a running back. Where does he go?
That's the more important question.
He's going to be a top 10 pick. Probably like in Vegas.
I honestly forgot the draft order. I'm looking it up right now.
Whoops.
He can go to Jacksonville.
Maybe.
I think number 5 lands at Jacksonville. Oh, they do. What about the
I
Patriots? Who
think
they got in the backfield right now?
I think they need receiver.
They do.
Stephon Diggs is old still.
That's a tough one. That's going to be a tough question that we're not going to have time to answer.
I think he's going to be a top 15.
I think he'll be a top 15. Yeah,
Clock
top
that.
15 running. I think top 15 in the draft, top 15 overall. Yeah. So now to the actual Heisman winner. I jumped the gun a little bit here. Now we're going to talk about Travis Hunter. He is a cornerback / wide receiver out of Colorado. So what do we think, Dylan? And tuck your chain.
I guess, yeah. I don't know why.
I do the same thing. I have my chain. Well, you dress up as me. They hit the mic, and then it sounds like.
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if he's bad.
I wouldn't either.
I think he's gonna be good. I do think he's gonna be, but there's part of me that's because where do you? I don't think he's a great receiver, and I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he's bad, but I'm also gonna say he's gonna be good.
For the sake of my fan base as a Giants fan, I really hope that he is good because I really don't want him to suck. But I have this burning feeling inside of me that thinks he's like a low first-round talent getting drafted really high because of his team, because of his coach, and just because he played both ways. If he didn't play both ways, he's an early second-round pick.
Then what do you think he's going to play, receiver or corner?
Corner, if he goes to the Giants.
I think so,
corner,
too.
if he goes to the Giants. All right, so moving on. We're talking about Abdul Carter, who is the resounding number 1 prospect in this draft out of Penn State. What do you think?
Stud. That kid is going to be good. I think he's not going to fall out of the top 5. I don't think he's going to fall out of top 3.
I don't think so either.
I think it's 1's going to be Cam Ward. 2, take him.
The Browns with him?
Myles Garrett.
My God, that's
him and Myles Garrett would be scary. You can figure your quarterback out. You got Joe Flacco. You got Joe. I'm stuck. Myles Garrett and him, dude. They had a top 1 defense 2 seasons ago.
Yeah, I'm going to say
they really left.
I agree. I think if he falls past the Browns, the Giants should take him.
Yeah,
I will be over the moon if we get Abdul Carter. Like that would be awesome.
Because then you can trade a guy like Thibodeau.
Absolutely right. You don't need that, but I would prefer to have Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
So I think there's not a
Thibodeau.
Agreed. There's not a chance that he falls out of the top 3. But we'll move on to our next one. We're going to talk about another quarterback coming out of Ole Miss. Jackson Dart, one that's not really projected to be any higher than top 20 right now. But Dylan, you like this player. We talk about him a lot, so I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
I know, and it's giving me flashbacks to Zach Wilson. I loved Zach Wilson. I was so high on Zach Wilson. He's gonna be a bust.
No.
He's gonna be a bust.
You're gonna say that?
I like Jackson Dart. I love Jackson Dart. But he's going to be a bust.
I got you to say that on air. That's the only reason I put it on there. I just want to hear you say that he'd be a bust on air. We'll move on to the next one. So we got ourselves a defensive tackle out of Michigan. It's Mason Graham. Now, he is a projected top 10. I would say he's not falling out of the top 7. I don't see a world where Mason Graham doesn't get picked up by a team like the Panthers at number 8.
Yeah.
The Saints could easily swoop in on him. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes to Las Vegas or Jacksonville. He is an all-round talent.
Yeah.
He was probably the shining star of Michigan this year, a team that fell off horrendously.
Yeah.
So I think Graham should be a top 8 pick.
I agree. And his versatility too. Like they have him lining up at nose tackle. They have him in the 1 technique, the 3 technique, and then they have him out on the edge.
Yeah.
Like I think versatility with that is because he's a little smaller, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yes, he's a bit smaller.
tackle.
Yeah.
So if he can line up, be a little bit more of a speed rusher on the inside, and then they can just kind of.
He's what I like to call, and my coach used to call me in high school, was a Swiss Army knife.
Yeah.
So you can kind of just move around that defensive line. I think Mason Graham will be a boom. I think he will be a nice. I think it'll be a nice steal. Like people aren't talking about him as much as some of the other prospects. So I think that he will be a good pickup. But that's all the time we got to talk about NFL draft picks. When we come back, we have time for everybody's second favorite segment, Dylan Learns Sports. You're watching DK Experience right here on WTOP-10.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West 1st Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see? All these clubs are looking.
They looking for me.
There's hockey,
There's improv,
so much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are tainted. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are tainted. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Welcome back to the DK Experience right here on WTOP-10. I'm Dylan Zielinski, coincided by I'm not so good with my own name. Crazy?
Curious Kenny
Gerard. I don't know. I'm done with this. We're going to talk about some sports today. Now, every episode, Dylan will learn a new sport. He's getting ready to look at the TV because he knows where to put everything. Yeah. Today's wonderful sport of choice, drum roll please. Come on, Jaden. Come on, Jaden. Jaden, come on. Jaden, come on. Drum roll. Oh, I already put it up. You spelled lacrosse wrong. It's lacrosse.
Lacrosse.
Lacrosse, also known as locks.
Go Bandits.
So, well, we're getting into that. So, thank you. We're going to talk about lacrosse today, another sport that Dylan doesn't know, as everybody knows at home. Dylan only knows football, and guess a little bit about the sports we have taught him. Taught him the golf last time around for the Masters tournament. Masters now over. A little upset with the outcome. That's just my opinion. But anyway.
Really? I thought everybody was happy with this outcome.
Not me. I think he is a arrogant person. Yeah, that one. I don't like him. Anyway, should have been Justin Rose. Let's move on to it. So we're going to talk about some lacrosse facts. I pretty much rip these off Sporkle as I do every week. So here's the description. You have to answer in a line up to what they mean. So as an example, I'll give away one. On the bottom right corner, shortened name for lacrosse would be lax.
Oh, yeah.
So it's call and response.
Oh, okay.
40 seconds.
Are you?
Go.
Oh, I have to. Oh, I thought you were calling them out.
Oh, I mean, what's the meaning of the word lacrosse?
A stick.
Wearing the striped shirts. Who wears
Refs.
striped? Yep. Frame at the top of the stick.
Frame at the top of the head, like the net head? I don't know.
The circle around the goal.
Goalie circle? I don't know.
Wide / swinging check.
Why is that? I have no idea.
The netting. The nether, sorry.
No, I have no idea.
All right, put them up.
Concussions.
Called the crease, same as hockey.
I would have got Native American. I did say crease. I corrected it. All right. The stick. I said that. Dude, I actually got more than I got.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I got this one.
So I
this
didn't
one,
really
this
react.
one.
I'm disappointed.
I got this one, this one, this one.
Hey, look.
The rubber end on a stick is called the butt.
Next, we're going to talk about some NLL teams. Some of these do not exist anymore. Some of these are new. So top corner down. Bandits are on the top. You got that one. To the right. Take a guess. Swing at it. Shoot. What do you think? Just guess. Take a guess. Make
Syracuse.
it up. Syracuse. Okay, sure.
Vancouver. That is Vancouver.
That's Vancouver. What's the name? Do you know?
I'm not going to be able to. That's Albany.
No, it's definitely not.
No. Is that one Albany?
Albany's not on this list.
What?
Yep.
Oh, are these old?
They're old.
Oh.
So rapid
That one's
fire. What do you got?
Toronto.
Yep, The Rock. Wait, you can't see my eyes. The Rock. Anyway. I got a kick out of that.
I don't know.
Put them up.
I've seen them play I have seen them play Rochester. I've seen them play Toronto. Saskatchewan Ross and
Calgary Roughnecks. The Philadelphia Wings are around.
Because I thought the Roughnecks was a cool name.
All right, next one's going to be a map of America. So we're going to talk about NCAA Division I lacrosse schools. You better get at least one of these right, and I'll give you a hint. Majority of them, if not all but two, are on this half of the map. Majority in the Northeast. Go ahead.
UNC.
I don't know all of them. There's 76.
UNC, Syracuse.
Okay, you got the one I was talking about.
Miami.
Where am I from?
Albany's got one?
Albany. Albany and
Oswego.
No, that's Division III.
Nope, we'll count it.
Okay. Siena is the other one I was talking about. He's never going to get that.
No. Tennessee.
You're missing some big ones. Think smart people. Think really
Yale.
smart. There you go.
Yeah,
there's
buddy.
one. Yep, Yale.
Maine. I don't know.
Maine, I think, is one.
Penn State, probably.
Penn State is one of them.
All right, let's see them.
All right. There's a lot. Penn State, University, Binghamton, Albany, Cuse, Cornell.
Did I say, where's UNC?
UNC is there. The only three not on this half of the map, so anything west of Texas is only Denver, Air Force, and Utah State. Everything else is east of Texas.
They don't lacrosse out there.
They don't. They have. This surprised me. I was quite surprised. Right. Anyway, so I guess Dylan, did you learn something new today?
Yeah, the West doesn't like lacrosse.
The West does not like lacrosse. We're going to a quick break. When we come back, it'll be time. Wow, I snapped my head so fast. We'll be back for Cooking or Crazy. You're watching DK Experience right here on WTOP-10.
Hey there, I'm Al Roker, class of 76. Yes, way back in 76. Back when the earth was cooling. You're watching WTOP.
The Kinda Late Show with Chloe and Anna. Like licorice, Twizzlers, absolutely nasty. The thought of turkey is just nauseating. I think you're wrong, is what I think.
You think I'm wrong a lot of time.
I do think you're wrong a lot.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin.
But I'm gonna drive home.
There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
I guess I have really been looking for love in this dating app. Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Oh my gosh, that was a big yawn.
You okay?
Yeah.
Just got to recover. Welcome back to the DK Experience right here on WTOP-10. I'm Dylan Zielinski, coincided by the wonderful Kenny Gerard. And Kenny, we are going to do our favorite segment called Cooking or Crazy.
We had thought about yell at you.
Yeah, exactly. I'm about to act like you. I'm going to have to lose. We were talking.
I actually did pretty well. Hop. Shout out Hop.
Yeah, still sucks.
Easter's
Worst choice.
this
No.
weekend.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is Sunday, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Shout out Hop.
It's a great holiday.
It is. The best.
The best. Anyway, we're going to pick the topic during the break, and now we're going to debate on it. So our topic of the day, speaking of NFL draft, is who is the biggest draft bust in the history of the NFL? We will debate for a couple of minutes, and then our graphics operator in the back, Austin Claus, will choose the winner. All right, so I'll go first today.
I was going to say, Austin has no. Give it to Aaron.
Yeah, Aaron can do it. You guys in the back collectively decide who do you think is going to win. So I'm going to start us off with what might be the chalk answer, and I'm going to say Jamarcus Russell. He is. Well, I am Dylan today. Don't forget. Don't. Yeah, we're good. I'm going to take Jamarcus Russell. I think he was horrendous. I think he's well known as probably the worst draft bust of all time. He played 4 games in his first year, I think, and then it was not more. I don't think he ever played a full season. Like, he never played a full 16. I don't have stats in front of me, but he was not good. He was just like, if you think of a draft bust, the first thing that comes to mind is Jamarcus Russell with the Oakland Raiders. He was horrendous. He made Al Davis not look great. So I'm going to say Jamarcus Russell is my take as the worst. Oh, it's Kenny's take now? Oh, now it's Kenny's take. Okay. I'm all confused. I'm scared.
Touch back into my Dylan side a little bit, all right? And as much as this is going to pain me to say, I'm going to lift up so you can actually see my eyes and how the pain I'm feeling. Johnny Manziel is the biggest NFL draft bust of all time. While you guys have heard me on the show that say that Johnny is the best college quarterback ever, and he is probably my favorite football player ever, he is the biggest NFL bust ever. There were stats that came out in the Johnny Manziel documentary that he did not watch any film. His iPad was clocked for 0 hours, 0 minutes, and 13 seconds. So he turned it on. He went out a day before a game in Cleveland to Vegas, gambled, partied. He did not make it back. And that is why he was cut from the team. Johnny did not care about the team. He did not care about football, whether that was his own mental issues. But Johnny Manziel, for all the hype that surrounded him and the excitement that he brought to Cleveland, them comparing him to LeBron,
yeah,
he was the biggest bust.
He had a lot of hype, and my only thing about Johnny football, I will argue back that I think it wasn't talent related was his problem. Like, Jamarcus Russell was just genuinely like, he was just not talented in a way where he just didn't do anything other than suck at football in order to not succeed. I think Johnny ruined his own career, and I think that's the difference. When I think of a bust, I think of like, okay, this guy was expected to be good, and not to the demise of alcohol or any other thing. He just sucked at football,
which is fair.
But I also think
at LSU.
I agree, and that's why it was so disappointing that nothing other than his skill set dropped him down. So
and that's why I'm saying, like with Johnny, you have Drake writing songs about you. You have LeBron being like, "That's gonna be the guy," like,
right?
And then all of a sudden, just
yeah. I think they were both bad, but with only a minute left, Dylan, we gotta see in the back. Who do we think is the winner? Guy on the left, our left or your left? Because that's me on the screen. Am I on the left still?
Did we both win?
Did I win? Bill's jersey or Oswego hoodie? Who won?
Guy on the left.
Our done.
All right, well, all right, we both won. I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
Give us an answer. Name. Big guy. All right, okay, me. Oh, wait. No, it's me. No, it's me.
I know.
Oh, I thought you were going to keep arguing to the show up.
Football.
It's okay. I understand both of those.
People do know football.
Dylan, I don't think you understand this yet, or you don't. No, the better beard. Thank you. It's me.
I don't even have a beard.
I was going to say it's not fair to you. You might not realize this, but this is our next to last episode of the semester.
I know.
So, with that being said, we thank you for joining us for the DK Experience. We will have 2 more seasons, but we have 1 more episode for you all in 2 weeks, and after that, it will be sayonara. See you later, and we'll see you again in September. But until then, good night, and see you in 2 weeks. And enjoy the NFL Draft. Have a great night, everybody.
Peace.
Peace.
Welcome to the Season 8 finale of Stick to Sports. We appreciate everyone for watching over the past couple of months, but we got one more playoff-packed episode to give you all tonight. So Connor, will you please do me the honors?
With pleasure, Alex. Roll it. Well, gentlemen, one game has been played in each series around the first round of the NBA, and tonight we're going to dissect both 3 versus 6 seed matchups. We'll start with the 3-6 matchup in the East, as my New York Knicks took Game 1 at the Garden against the Detroit Pistons. The Knicks went on a remarkable 21-0 run in the fourth quarter to secure a 123-112 victory. Alex, what are some of the key takeaways from this electrifying Game 1 at the Garden?
Well, Connor, an absolutely physical match to start this series. Going into it, the Pistons struggled last year, having the second worst record in basketball, but they've really they brought in J.B. Bickerstaff, new head coach, ex-Cavs coach, to completely reshape this team. They have a new identity about them. The Pistons carry that bad boys energy that they used to do in the 90s. This was a physical game. We saw Isaiah Stewart and Cat getting in each other's faces. We saw the Knicks go on that crazy 21-0 run. They were down by 8 going into the fourth quarter, and they went on a complete run, changed the momentum. Cam Payne stepped up huge in the fourth quarter, 11 points, some clutch threes, just an amazing showing for the Knicks, and that's how you control your home ground.
Absolutely. I have some stats here. Jalen Brunson dropped 34 points with 8 assists. Cat had 23 points with 11 rebounds. Those are things that win games. Just do the little things do the little things first to help you win in later, like the Knicks did.
Yes, I mean, you didn't even mention OG Anunoby, 23 points and 7 boards. I mean, this team has a beautiful amount of depth, especially with that starting 5. And then moving into the bench, you had a little bit too, guys like Miles McBride, Cam Payne coming in and doing a decent job of keeping this game and the momentum going.
Absolutely.
100%, and 12 of those points from Jalen Brunson came in the fourth quarter. I mean, he's the front runner right now for the most clutch player in the league. Certainly looks like he's going to win it.
Absolutely. But staying with the East, the Indiana Pacers routed the Milwaukee Bucks last Saturday in Game 1. Despite Giannis Antetokounmpo's 36-point double-double, the Bucks supporting cast gave him no help, resulting in a 19-point loss. Sammy, do you think the Bucks have a chance to bounce back in this series? And if so, how?
Yes. I mean, I always love an underdog. Without Damian Lillard, I think that this Bucks offense is really struggling.
Stagnant.
Stagnant. The Bucks rely on Lillard, and he wasn't there, and they were dead in the water.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Lillard didn't show up, but you know who else didn't show up? Was Kyle Kuzma. Tony Snell stat line,
we got
22 minutes, 0 points, 0 rebounds, 0 assists, 0 steals,
Arguably worse than Tony Snell's because it's a playoff
worse.
game.
I mean,
what was Bro doing?
Unacceptable from Kyle
Clash
Kuzma,
Royale.
who's a veteran. I mean, he's been in this league a decent amount of time. He should be performing in these big games that really matter, and he's not.
NBA champion, Kyle Kuzma.
He's been there before. Don't forget about that.
Don't forget that, guys.
Yeah, no, but what stood out to me in this series is just, I mean, we were saying it behind the closed doors before. Like, it is the biggest mismatch of role players that I've seen in a minute. Andrew Nebhard might be one of the best role-playing risers in the playoffs. Amazing. He steps up every playoffs. Aaron Nesmith, great quarter 3 specialist. Siakam and Turner, like huge presences inside. They're a fast-paced team. They're going to run circles over the Bucks.
I mean, I couldn't agree with you more. Indiana was able to completely dominate Milwaukee with their best player, Tyrese Halliburton, only scoring 10 points. I mean,
they don't need Halliburton to score
points. Talk about depth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, 6 different players scoring double-digit points, 10 or more. And, I mean, Tyrese Halliburton did only score 10 points, but he did finish with a double-double, 12 assists on the night. So they move the ball,
too.
Playmaker. They're a really good team. I think they're scary. I think they're a sleeper for making a deep run here in the playoffs.
Totally agree.
Moving on to the West, my glorious king, LeBron, struggled in his first game on the 2025 playoffs. His new teammate, Luka Doncic, did all he could, dropping 37 points against a hungry defensive team in the Timberwolves. Mike, I'll bring it to you. How are the Timberwolves able to overpower my Pookie LeBron?
I mean, Sammy, that was a little loud. Kind of blew up my eardrums. Yeah. I got the IFB in. But
I apologize.
It's Jaden McDaniels, Anthony Edwards, and Naz Reid all scoring 20-plus points. I mean, this team is such a cohesive unit. They're so good at moving the ball, so good at finding those open shots, and I think that's really been their dominance for the season. They're another sleeper team that I think could make a deep push here.
They're another team just like the Pacers that are just so well-rounded. I mean, Naz Reid's 20-plus points came off of the bench. And for a Laker fan, I'm worried when my head coach, J.J. Redick, was quoted saying he's not sure if they were physically ready for the Wolves and that they didn't have enough energy. I mean, it's the playoffs. How are you lacking energy with LeBron as the leader of your team? What is going on in Lakerland, Alex?
Going up with that physicality that you mentioned, it's just they are two completely different stylistic teams. Like the Timberwolves have length. They have depth. They have height. They have McDaniels with a 7'2" wingspan who's able to guard Luka. He missed 2 shots from the field the entire night and dropped 25. I mean, if he's hitting shots, there's not a lot you can do on both ends. Plus, I want to add, Doncic is a great playmaker. He averages 9 assists a game. He only put up 1 assist this game, and that was because Dorian Finney-Smith, Gabe Vincent, and Rui Hachimura combined for 5 for 17 from the field. That's not a recipe for success. You need the supporting cast to step up in times like this.
Absolutely. When we look at the Lakers, we look at Anthony Davis, who was a huge part of their defense, and I think that is one of their biggest holes the Lakers have right now.
Well, you know what, Sammy? I don't care. New York Knicks, River Sticks, Mikal Bridges, brick, Lakers in 5. Let's go. All right, next up, Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets survived a close Game 1 against the Clippers. Harden and Kawhi combined for 54 points in the contest, but late-game turnovers and undisciplined plays cost the Clips this one. Connor, who do you think is coming out on top in this matchup after Game 1?
Well, I mean, in what was a thrilling Game 1. I mean, as a Knick fan, I was a little upset that the game went into overtime because I missed the beginning of the Knick game on ESPN. I mean, not going to say anything there. But in terms of depth and talent, Denver is the better team in my opinion. Jokic, Gordon, Murray. I mean, that three-headed monster is insane. They've got Westbrook, who's just like giving me flashbacks to my childhood back in 2016. I understand that they just fired their head coach and their general manager. Their interim head coach has only coached 4 games in the NBA. He's 4-0, by the way. I'm going to take the talent over the coaching. I'm going to take the Nuggets in 7.
See, I'm going to disagree with you here, Connor. I think the Clippers have better depth. I will agree with you there that the Nuggets have better star power. That three-headed monster, Jokic is arguably the best player in the world right now. But Tyronn Lue has been here before with the Clippers.
2016.
He has depth. He has Bogdanovich coming off the bench. He's got Batum. He's got Harden. He's got Derrick Jones, who just went to the finals last year. He's got experienced guys who know what they're doing and can fit well around Harden and Kawhi in this offense. I think the Clippers are taking this series. If they sharpen up on their turnovers, sky's the limit for them. I think they're winning.
I'm going to disagree with you, Alex. I love the Nuggets. I've loved the Nuggets since, I'm going to say, 2 years ago. 2 years ago. Yeah, I know, right?
You're a real fan there.
A real big fan of the Nuggets. But I love Jokic, and I love Westbrook, and I really think that those guys will carry the Nuggets.
Yeah, Sammy. Well, my 2K15, career started on the Denver Nuggets, so I'm going to take them as well.
I'm taking receipts here, by the way.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a quick break here on Stick to Sports, but when we come back, we'll move our playoff talk over from the ice and get into the first impressions of round 1 of the NHL playoffs right here on WTOP-10.
When you look at the number of disasters in the U.S., chances are every area will deal with some kind of emergency in the next decade. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
I had to eat a raw egg on Chris's dormitory floor.
I currently don't have any federal pending charges.
You know what you never did? You never walked to Walmart, Chris. That's my co-host. This is for making me eat roast Pop-Tarts. It's showtime, Chris. Come on.
I want to be on the air for that. I got a couple things to say. No. Spin the wheel. Oh, you got censorship. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to.
And welcome back to Stick to Sports. Well, stop us if you heard this one before, but for the fourth time in 4 years, the Tampa Bay Lightning will be taking on the Florida Panthers in the Eastern Conference playoffs. With puck drop for tomorrow night starting at 8:30. Alex, how do you see this one playing out?
Well, this is going to be a matchup that we've seen a lot, but could be shaping up to be the best matchup we've seen yet. These teams are separated by 2 goals in net rating total. The odds right now are 53% in the Lightning's favor to 47 in the Panthers. It could not be closer right now. It's conflicting styles, like we mentioned, to the Lakers-Wolves, and it is going to be a battle.
I think it is going to be a battle. I agree. Very physical, 2 very physical teams, but give me the Panthers. I'm in the bottom. I don't know.
Alex, you said everything in my notes right there. I have nothing to add. I'm agreeing with you.
I mean, you look at the star power in this matchup. The league's top scorer, Nikita Kucherov, over there for Tampa Bay, and then the returning Matthew Tkachuk to go on the rat line of Bennett, Tkachuk, and Marchand. I mean, it's certainly going to be a barn burner down there in Florida.
Got to see if Tkachuk stays healthy, though. He's had on and off battles throughout the years. But from the east to the west, we go, and Avs fans look away. After trading him away to the Carolina Hurricanes earlier this season, star winger Mikko Rantanen is back. However, this time as a member of Colorado's Central Division rival, the Dallas Stars. Despite being 4 points better in the regular season, the Stars got blown out of the water in Game 1, losing 5-1. Sammy, can Dallas respond in Game 2?
I want to say yes, but demoralization is a huge thing in sports, especially in the playoffs. And losing 5-1 against your opponent is one of the biggest demoralizers your team can happen. I mean, that could happen to your team.
On your home turf.
On your home turf. Like, they BTA. That's all I have to say.
Keep that censored.
Well, I think if the Avalanche play like they did in Game 1, the Stars don't stand a chance. I mean, just a dominant performance. If they can keep that up, I think they'll beat the Stars in 4 games.
I couldn't agree with you more, Mike. I mean, when you look at Colorado over the past few years, ever since they won that cup, they kind of lacked depth scoring and also scoring from their secondary players. That was kind of the story of every single playoff run since that cup win. Hence, they're trading away of Mikko this year. They got some depth pieces, and now let's see if they can make some noise.
Yeah, absolutely. And one factor to take a look at for this going into Game 2, Gabriel Landeskog could return tonight. It would be his first NHL game in 3 years. He's been battling an injury for the last 3 years, and he hasn't played since the Avalanche's Cup run in 2022. And with Ross Colton leaving Game 1 early, one of the Avalanche's forwards, we could see his return after 3 years. It might be a sight to see tonight.
That'd
it might
be awesome.
be history.
Certainly a heartwarming story.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Next, we go from competent organizations to complete dumpster fires. As in New York, who would have thought New York? New York Rangers have fired head coach Peter Laviolette after 2 seasons at the helm. This firing marks the Rangers' 4th head coach search in just 4 years. Connor, where does a team that went from winning the President's Trophy just last year to now missing the playoffs entirely go from here?
Well, Sammy, as a Ranger fan, I am ashamed. I am ashamed that I'm a fan of this pathetic franchise. I mean, a report came out a week ago from Laviolette directly saying this to the New York media, who are the harshest media in the world. He directly said to them that he does not go into the locker room to talk to players after games. What are you doing coaching the team? On top of that, in the team's final game of the season last Thursday, their leader in points, Artemi Panarin, there was an article that came out in The Athletic that said he sexually assaulted a team staff member 2 years ago in 2023, and the Rangers not only knew about it, their front office purposely covered it up with hush money. And on top of that, they let him play that Thursday night. Because I've never heard of bad PR. Have you, Mike?
Bad PR indeed, Connor. I mean, just like Sammy said in the intro, a complete dumpster fire of an organization right now. Something has to change, and I don't think it's just the coaching that's an issue. I think you need to look at the owners, look at the ownership, the management, all of that.
You got to look at Chris Drury,
into account.
4th head coaching search in his tenure as GM, you got to look at the players too.
And I just want to jump in, fellas. Just as a Rangers fan myself and somebody who grew up watching this team and seeing such a disgusting thing happen from one of our star players. I mean, growing up with a mother in the household, like it is just to sit back and think that the Rangers would just like
allow that to
allow
happen.
it, just
Yeah.
wave a hand and be like, okay, whatever, we'll still let him play. It's just disgusting, and it creeps me out. Like honestly.
Well, folks, we're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, it's time for the fast break as we'll recap the incredible weekend that was WrestleMania!
Can't see me?
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
If you like action, romance,
sister, if you're watching this,
and highbrow humor,
surface is this? Floor. Minch did not legitimately put his head in the toilet.
there's only one place to turn.
No!
Tune in to new episodes of
oh boy!
only on WTOP.
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. Now it's time for the fast break. Well, guys, we were treated to an absolute banger of a show on our opener on night 2 as Io Sky defended her Women's World Championship in a triple threat match versus the EST Bianca Belair and Rhea Bloody Ripley. Mike, what are your thoughts on this instant classic?
Well, yeah, Sammy, it's Rhea Bloody Ripley, but I thought this was a phenomenal match. I was a little unsure going into WrestleMania how this was going to look just because of the build-up, because Io Sky was so off to herself, didn't even feel like she was really a part of the feud unless she made herself a part of the feud. It was really just Bianca and Rhea butting heads back and forth for weeks, and then eventually Io Sky said, I've had enough. This is my title. You need to respect me.
Yeah.
And she proved it. I mean, a phenomenal moveset from all three women, and Io Sky took the cake. It was just a beautifully done match.
I mean, I wrote down top 3 right now in my notes. Are these the top 3 best women that we've seen? I mean, they certainly put on a masterclass on Sunday night. And to be honest with you, I mean, you talked about Io trying to prove that she belonged. That was the story of the match. I mean, it came down to Bianca Belair devoting all of her attention just on Rhea Ripley, and that allowed Io Sky to climb to the top rope, capitalize on that moonsault, and ultimately walk away. And still, your women's champion.
Absolutely, Connor. That moonsault, like you mentioned, had me on the edge of my seat, had me go. Couldn't believe the reactions. But I just want to say, Sky proving herself is amazing, great storyline. The WWE has done such a good job of creating these narratives and storylines. As somebody who's not as familiar with all the lore, and I get filled in by my good buddies here sometimes, I love watching it, but understanding the lore and watching these guys' reactions as they see their favorite wrestlers, it's quite amazing to see all these narratives unfold in front of my eyes. So I'm as much as on board as the next guys here. It's amazing to see.
All right, from the women's to the men's triple threat we go. Match we go. as in the main event of WrestleMania Night 1, we saw what is arguably the greatest triple threat match ever between CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Roman Reigns. Mike, what are your thoughts on this industry-changing match?
Seth Rollins.
You guys were pitchy there. I'm gonna need
Did
you.
what no one thought he would do.
Acknowledge him.
He turned heel with the help of the wise man who betrayed not just one, but two men in the ring, breaking the heart of CM Punk with a low blow, convincing Roman Reigns that he was his friend, and then doing the same thing and handing Seth Rollins a chair. A little flashback to 12 years ago when Seth Rollins originally betrayed Roman Reigns in the Shield. I mean, a beautifully done match. I was sitting on my couch, speechless. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to react. I was terrified. I was sad. I was excited. I was happy. So many emotions flowing through my head at once. It was phenomenal. The best match of the year, in my opinion.
Wow. I couldn't agree with you more, Mike. I mean, that match was clearly match of the weekend for me. I mean, I think it was even better than Cody versus Cena, which was the main event of night 2. I mean, people were calling this match the Paul Heyman sweepstakes, with him ending up owing everybody a favor.
Custody of Paul Heyman.
Custody of Paul Heyman match. But I mean, the storytelling, as Mike mentioned, was just so beautiful. You see Heyman come out with his longtime best friend CM Punk, someone who he's had a relationship with for over 20 years, and then to betray him. And at the moment, Roman Reigns instantly thought, oh my God, my wise man, yes, we just spent the last 4 years together. You were in my corner for my whole 1,000-day championship reign. And then he betrays him and aligns himself with the evil, the architect, the visionary,
the future of the WWE,
Seth Rollins.
It has been the weekend of portrayal for sure. Absolutely. I love these storylines. They're amazing. They get a kick out of me.
I think it was this disgusting act by Heyman, and I hope he realizes what he's done, betraying.
Acknowledge him.
The tribal chief. All right, WrestleMania, the biggest WWE event of the year, happened yesterday, and it was certainly one for the books. John Cena controlled the entire match, seemingly mocking Cody and the company while dominating. Mike, what are your thoughts on this event, and what do you think this means for the future of the World Wrestling Entertainment Company?
I'm not happy. I'm not happy.
Okay, see me? My time is now.
I mean,
my favorite Daddy's Home 2 actor.
Cody Rhodes, a phenomenal champion. I thought he had a beautiful championship run. So many feuds. My favorite probably being that one with Kevin Owens, ending at the Elimination Chamber with that ladder match. Not ladder. Yes,
Royal
ladder
Rumble.
match. Royal Rumble, not Elimination Chamber. But I thought it was a phenomenally written match. I wish it didn't end how it did. I mean, we didn't even see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson show up at WrestleMania, the biggest stage in WWE history this year. Las Vegas, it doesn't make sense that he's not there. But Travis Scott comes out and takes a crossroads in the middle of the ring.
I mean, Mike, give Travis credit for actually committing to a story in February and then showing up in April when it was supposed to end.
At least someone could.
Let's not let Dwayne's bald head anywhere near one of these storylines until he's actually going to show up when it's supposed to end. I'm sorry, Dwayne. I know you're on the board. I know you're Hollywood Rock. You can do whatever you want. Stay away. We don't need you.
I saw a meme on Instagram saying it was like a text message thread, and it was like, "Are you still coming for lunch?" And then it was a picture of The Rock.
What
does that mean?
I'm not coming.
I'm not coming.
Well, you can't say that Travis Scott isn't committed. But we are going to take a quick break here on Stick to Sports. When we come back, we are going to have our extra innings segment, and we will be picking our favorites for the 2025 NFL Draft. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Stick to Sports on WTOP-10.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West 1st Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see?
All these clubs are looking.
They looking for me.
There's hockey.
There's improv.
So much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassment's free. Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Welcome back to Stick to Sports. Now let's get right into everyone's favorite segment, Extra Innings Picks. We are a mere 3 days away from the NFL Draft, so for this edition, we are going to be doing a little mock draft for who we want our respective teams to draft. Luckily, we're all fans of different teams, so this should be pretty interesting. Let's go a little out of order this time. Since the Giants draft first, Connor, I'm going to start with you. Who should the G-Men draft this year?
Well, I mean, with rumors all but confirming Cam Ward going #1 overall to Tennessee, and with the Browns GM being quoted comparing the versatility of Travis Hunter to Shohei Ohtani, I mean, that leaves them with the best prospect available on the board. That is edge rusher Abdul Carter out of Penn State. Let's build a defensive line like in 2007 and 2011 when we beat the Pats. Let's go, baby.
Travis Hunter, straight up, he's going to the New York Giants. Argue with a brick wall.
Okay, I can see it. I also think they'll go Travis Hunter, but I only think they'll go Travis Hunter if he falls. That's a big if. He'll probably go to the Browns. I think they're also going to take Abdul Carter, freak athlete.
I'm going to argue with the wall, Mike. I'm taking Abdul Carter as well. I think he's too good to pass up on.
Yeah, guys, and next up is going to be the Raiders. So, Sammy, get us started. Who you got?
Well, the Raiders are in a total state of rebuild right now. You know, I don't even need to tell. I don't even need to tell you guys. Gino, you have Gino. I think they're going to give Gino some help in the backfield. I think they're taking Ashton Genty at the 6th overall pick.
I'm going to agree with you right there, Sammy. I think they need help in that backfield. They don't have a lot of talent right now. I think Genty, most explosive player in this draft, put him in that backfield with Gino.
GM John Spytek was quoted saying he does value running backs. Unlike the rest of the league, I've got them taking Genty.
They're not taking Genty. They are taking Jalen Walker and making the scariest edge duo in the NFL. Jalen Walker, Max Crosby, terrifying.
Marshawn Lynch 2.0. But next, we are going to go to my team, the New York Jets, another dumpster fire. However, I do believe that the offseason moves have been great, and I think that the draft will be even better because I believe we are taking Armand Membu, right tackle out of Missouri. He has not given up a sack all season in his college career. He is going to be our right tackle for the future. We'll set our O-line for Fields.
100% Justin Fields. They got Justin Fields in the offseason. I think the Jets are going to help protect him. I'm taking Membu too.
I am taking Tyler Warren. The New York Jets are without a tight end. I don't even know what their tight end's name
is.
Stone Smart. Who the heck is that? Connor, who you got?
I've got him taking Mason Graham if he's available. I think he'll be gone, though, so I also have him taking Membu.
Yeah, and last is the Dallas Cowboys. My favorite team. And you guys both said this name already. I don't care. He's going at the 12. Ashton Genty, you are a Dallas Cowboys.
Delusional.
I know, right?
I mean, Mike, I think pigs have a better chance of flying. I have them taking T-Mac. The Cowboys are in desperate need of a wide receiver too to pair with CeeDee Lamb. T-Mac, best wide receiver in college football last year.
You took the words right out of my face, Connor. I also have them taking McMillan. I think he'd pair up nicely with Lamb. Give me Tet Miller at 12.
I'm not going to take Tet because I think Tet's going to go earlier. So give me Matthew Golden. I think he'd be a great wide receiver to help develop under CeeDee.
Would be a great complimentary piece.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, folks, that's all the time we have on this episode of Stick to Sports. A humongous thank you to everyone who watched our show over the past 4 months. We really appreciate you, and we also want to give a thank you. Let me pull up my list here to everyone on our crew. So we've got Aaron McCarthy, our assistant producer, Eric Palmieri, our director. We've got Andrew Clark as our TD, Austin Claus as our graphics, Riley Jones on audio. Connor Sangus, it says you're on the camera. You're clearly not working the camera.
Thank you, cameraman.
No problem, guys.
Jaden Chigget's our lovely floor manager, and Joe Seidman, our wonderful teleprompter. It's been a great semester, and thank you to anyone else who helped out throughout the semester, filled in for other people. It's been a great year, and we are so grateful for everyone at home and everyone here.
Thank you, everybody, so much for tuning in just throughout the entire year.
A little early to say this, but have a great summer, everyone, and we'll be back in the fall right here on WTOP-10.
Y'all better be back.
Enjoy your sports.
chat? Well, you're in luck. The Mick and Nick show is about to start. Oh, Nick! The Mick and Nick show is starting.
Oh, wait, let's go then.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Mick and Nick Show. It's great to have you join us. Nick, what are we going to talk about today?
Today we're going to be playing some Would You Rather, dive deep into our feelings from real talk, and psychologically torture our guests with...
Secret coming up later.
Okay.
All right. So right now we're going to play, just a simple game of Would You Rather. Alrighty. Okay, first question. Would you rather eat pasta or pizza for the rest of your life?
That's really hard, as an Italian. I gotta say, I do love both. There's definitely differences as well, where it's like, you can have anything on the pasta, you can have anything with pizza. But I would have to go with pizza just because I do love pizza. I've had pizza like for dinner last night and the night before, so that speaks volume. I could do it again tonight if I really wanted to, but I probably shouldn't.
I would choose pasta just because you can do so many things with it. And it's not too weird. So, you can make mac and cheese, you can make carbonara, you can do so many, you can add so many things as long as it has sauce and veggies and meat. You can have the whole food group in there. So
no, exactly.
That's why I say pasta. Sometimes pizza, I could see what you can do with pizza, but if you put pineapple on there, I'm not your friend
No,
anymore.
exactly. I don't like pineapple on pizza either.
So you can't put fruit on your pizza.
I mean, you're right, but you can't put fruit in your salad, your pasta. Yeah, so
I guess.
Let's go to the next one. Would you rather live in the ocean or in space for 10 years?
Yeah, that's a hard one because both are extremely terrifying.
Yeah, no, I agree. I would say probably the ocean, just because give it the whole Aquaman vibes or something. Maybe I'll find Atlantis or something.
I would do the ocean too, just because at least there's stuff in the ocean.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know what's in it, but we at least know that things in it exist. With space,
also it's limited. With space, it's infinite.
Literally infinite. It's just a void. Yeah, and I don't know. In both instances, physically, you'll probably change quite a lot because there's no set gravity. But I feel if you're in the ocean, you'd also get really strong.